Hey guys, this is Apollo here, and it is time for a deck profile, this time Aelquilibra. So, with the new double rare from the latest set, DZ-BT10, and the promo support, it has become a little much more consistent, and, well, I mean, it's Aelquilibra. It's pretty much a very budget-friendly deck, and to put it in a competitive context, it's pretty fun to play, actually. So, I mean, I'm not gonna do this deck profile for the first time, so I'm just gonna do it for now, just go through the whole deck. So without further ado, let's go to the deck profile. So the starter, I mean, is pretty. Oh, so I'm sorry. Giriel Dragon is a starter. I choose just the theme. Rakten with her dragon. So when this unit is rolled upon by Gatling Canone, you call this Rigor Cycle, and then you soul charge one. Second skill, overcharge. Continuous on Rigor Cycle. During your turn, if this unit is chosen by the ability of your greater Alkalibra, this unit gets percent power, so it's standard overcharge, as you don't know. Gatling Canone, so can play skill. When this unit is responded by an Alkalibra Great Drill Greater, you can look at the top 3 cards of the deck, choose up to one Great Drill list card, put it in your hand, and put the rest in bottom deck in order. If you put a card with the overcharge ability, you soul charge one. And the main guy himself, Alkalibra. So Alkalibra is pretty much like focus on the overcharge keyword. So his skill, act on your soul so pass 2, choose 3 your rear guards, and for this turn to get 5 power. If you chose 2 or more cards with the overcharge ability, you draw one, and for this turn this unit gets 10 power. So it just gives you the power. I like the fact that Aelquilibra uses a keyword which is very similar to back in the G Next era or DZ or whatever. They have their own keywords, where the clans have their own keywords, and yeah, I mean, very reminiscent of that, which I really like, and it's kind of cool to have this keyword thingy. So his second skill, Divine Skill, act on Vanguard Circle. If your opponent's Great Drill Greater, you cast one. You choose 2 of your rear guards, and for the turn, they get 5 power. Your opponent, if your opponent has 4 less damage, you choose your opponent's Vanguard and deal the damage. For that damage check, the power that they get from the trigger gets minus 10k. Essentially, just canceling out their triggers, not including overs, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's a damage dealer, and it's pretty fun. I'll go through it quickly. Alright, so let's go on to grade 3. So the grade 3s, I mean, obviously you run 3 personas. I mean, that's self-explanatory, isn't it? Yeah. So that's pretty much the grade 3s I run main deck. But so for the orders, I played 3 of the Alkalibra orders. So you can play this order if you have an Alkalibra Vanguard. So we choose 2 cards of overcharge abilities from your draw, like Retreat Lower, and you count the bigger circle. So I need to play 4 of these, but I bought them free because I'm trying to make space for more stuff here and there. So there's that. And my regards piece of choice, I choose the cup. Now, if you want to play this deck a little more competitively, I think basing Angela is a much better option because it gives soul, gives you draw, and gives you the ability to protect your regards, really. So I think as of now, I think this is much more of a free slot. So it's a free slot. I'm just giving it the cups for now. Ideally, I'll put in ladder. You can also play other cards, just like other cards there. You can play twin cards if you want that double defense, or you want the Calibarn, which is Calibra, whatever. Calibarn, which allows you to either slow into CC1 or to draw 2, which also works in this case. So let's say for the grade 3s. Now for the grade 2s, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. So I run for Shahu. Shahu is really important because it is your multi-attacker deck. During a turn, if you have 3 or more cards with the overcharge ability, this unit gets 5 power. Second skill, overcharge. Auto Rigor Circle on the turn. When a grade 3 or greater Vanguard attacks, if this unit is chosen by ability of Alkalibra greater for this turn, you come out any of us 3, stand this unit, and this unit for this turn just gets 10k power. So it's the multi-attack enabler for the deck. I mean, it gives Alkalibra multi-attack. So pretty important to run this. I will say that first. And next off, I do run for Badia. Badia's skill. When this unit is placed on a regular circle from hand, you can look at the top 7 cards of the deck, choose up to 1 card with the overcharge ability among them, or the order, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. So, and if you put a card in your hand, you choose 1 card from your hand and put it into the soul. Yeah. So it builds soul and every stuff here and there. The second skill, overcharge ability, when it's chosen by a Aelquilibra Great Drill Greater Vanguard, this unit gets 10 power. So it's pretty much self-explanatory. So here's a new guy, which I think makes the deck a little bit more better in a sense. Raiden Shaft Dragon, yeah, that's his name. So Raiden Shaft Dragon skill, overcharge, on continuous rigor circle. When this unit is the same thing, it's just when it's just chosen by Aelquilibra, it gets a 10k power, it's the same thing. So, but the one that makes a difference is the second skill. So his skill, auto rigor circle, at the end of the this unit attacked, you can just retire this unit, and then you choose from your choose your choose one of your vanguards, and for the turn it gets, when this unit attacks, you can choose one of your regards to the overcharge ability, and for that turn it gets 5 power. Essentially, when you're using this, you will be able to use Alkalibra to choose 4 units rather than 3, not including divine skills. So in cases where you use the divine after using the divine skill, or in cases if you want to save for the next turn to do the divine skill, you can call Recton Shaft and then Raiden Shaft, and you can essentially put on regard attack, retire it, give Alkalibra skill to give one unit with 5k. So essentially it just gives you one more regard to choose while attacks to get the overcharge power really, which is pretty good. Alright, that's for the grade 2. Now for the grade 1s, pretty self-explanatory. I went for Aedil. So Aedil skill, when this unit space a regular circle, if you have 2 or more units with the overcharge ability, you combat 1, draw 1, and social 1. Second skill, overcharge, same thing. When you choose my Aelquilibra, it gets 10k power. Alright, and then here it is. There is for Fariza. So Fariza's skill, overcharge, auto regular circle. When this unit boosts, if this card has been chosen by the ability of your Alkalibra Greater Vanguard, for this battle, this unit gets 10 power. At the end of the battle, if you didn't counter this thing, you may retire this unit to countercharge 1. So, countercharge power. Pretty straightforward, really. And lastly, here's the new promo I'm talking about. So, here. It is for Fire Dragon. So this promo is pretty good in the sense that it now enables you to pump soul and also standard regard if you do have Shahoob on the field actually, which is pretty good. So his skill, overcharge, auto on rigor circle. When your Vanguard Greater attacks, for this turn, if you have an Alkalibra Vanguard, if your regard's not stood by an ability this turn, you may put this unit soul and you choose one of your regards, stand it, and draw 1. So draw power, stand, and so pretty good. I only went 3 of it because I think there's not very much space to run a lot of it really, but I just managed to get 2 copies today, which I'm really happy. And of course, the 4 PGs, ideally one of them being Sanctitude. Triggers, obviously the the Dragonfire OT. I play 8 crits, 4 mini effect crits. I mean, if you want to cut down the cost, you don't have to play the effect crits. You can get the normal you can get the normal vanilla crits and you're good. The effect is also important because draw far should put in this deck. And lastly, I do play 4 vanilla heals. So that's it for my little quick deck profile on Aelquilibra. It's a pretty fun deck and very, well, just focus on overcharge ability, which is very similar to what they did back in the G era back in the day. So with that being said, that's my deck profile. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.